Welcome to Think It, where we explore the intriguing dynamics of global economies. Today, we delve into the economic journeys of China and India, two titans in the Asian continent. These nations are not only colossal in terms of their population, but also stand as significant players on the global economic stage. The compelling query here is, what propelled China's economy to accelerate ahead of India's? This question invites a deeper examination of their distinct economic trajectories. Let's start by understanding the roots of their economic policies. Our story begins in the corridors of change with China in the late 70s. Under the visionary leadership of Deng Xiaoping, China embarked on a series of groundbreaking economic reforms. The focus was clear: transition from a closed, centrally planned system to a more dynamic, market-oriented economy. This shift was marked by the introduction of special economic zones, regions where foreign and domestic companies could operate with greater freedom and fewer restrictions. These zones became catalysts for economic transformation, attracting investments and technology from abroad and igniting rapid industrial growth. The effects were profound, setting China on a path to becoming a global economic powerhouse. Meanwhile, across the Himalayas, India initiated its own set of reforms a decade later, in the early 90s. Spearheaded by Prime Minister Narasimha Rao and his Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, these reforms liberalized trade, deregulated industries, and opened the economy to foreign investments. However, starting later meant that India was playing catch-up. These foundational reforms set the stage for divergent economic trajectories. Infrastructure, the backbone of any thriving economy. China's journey to economic supremacy is deeply rooted in its strategic, large-scale investments in infrastructure. From the sprawling highways that stretch like veins across the nation to the ultra-modern railways and colossal ports, these developments have not only modernized China, but have also been crucial in bolstering its manufacturing sector and amplifying its presence in global trade. This infrastructure network has effectively turned the country into a primary gateway for international trade, enhancing its competitive edge on the global stage. Contrast this with India, where the narrative is quite different. Despite its potential, India's infrastructure story has been one of missed opportunities. Hindered by bureaucratic red tape, challenges in land acquisition, and insufficient funding, the pace of infrastructure development has been sluggish. This has stymied not only the growth of its industrial sector, but also its ability to attract large-scale foreign investments that are often contingent on reliable infrastructure. With robust infrastructure, China paved its way to becoming an industrial powerhouse. A tale of two strategies: export-led growth versus domestic consumption. China's economic narrative is significantly shaped by its aggressive push towards becoming a global manufacturing hub. The nation crafted policies that not only encouraged, but prioritized exports. These policies included creating vast special economic zones where infrastructural and regulatory conditions were optimized to attract foreign investments. The result? A booming export sector that became a cornerstone of China's economic ascent. Contrast this with India, where the economic strategy has leaned heavily towards bolstering domestic consumption. India's vast population offered a substantial internal market, which the government aimed to tap into by improving local production capabilities and increasing consumer spending power. However, this focus did not extend with equal vigor to the export sector. While there have been initiatives aimed at increasing exports, they haven't matched the scale or intensity of China's efforts. China's global integration helped it scale economically, a leap India is still catching up to. Education and governance. The silent engines of economic force. In the race for economic supremacy, China has strategically placed education at the forefront. With substantial investments in educational infrastructure and skill development, China has cultivated a workforce adept in technology and manufacturing, sectors that are pillars of its economic strength. Contrastingly, India, despite its vast pool of young talent, grapples with disparities in educational quality and accessibility. The high dropout rates and less emphasis on skill development at the grassroots level undermine its potential to harness a demographic dividend comparable to China's. On the governance front, China's single-party system has facilitated a consistent and uninterrupted policy environment. This stability allows for the seamless execution of long-term economic strategies, sharply focusing on innovation and global competitiveness. Meanwhile, India's democratic framework, though vibrant and inclusive, often sees economic policies caught in the crossfire of political debate, leading to inconsistency and delays in implementation. Thus, stable policies and educated workforce significantly contributed to China's economic advantage. As we've seen, the paths of China and India in economic growth are as diverse as their cultures. China's early reforms, robust infrastructure, and strategic focus on exports have accelerated its economic prosperity. Meanwhile, significant investments in education and a stable policy environment further solidified its position. On the other hand, India, with its democratic resilience and growing market, holds a potential yet to be fully unleashed. Each nation's journey underscores a tapestry of unique strengths and challenges. Thank you for joining us on Think It. If you found this exploration insightful, please share and subscribe for more discussions. Until next time, keep thinking it.